Jack Galifianakis. the beard and and the interview show, it all kind of matches.
It's all going together. Well, everyone, you're watching Coffee with Contractors. I appreciate it. This is Rob Smith from Splash Painting. Today I have Matt and Josh from What Tools Inside. How are you guys doing today?
Doing fantastic. Doing fantastic.
Having a good time here. Getting started.
Good. Well, I know you guys are busy. I appreciate it, but as a fan of your show, thank you for the free tools that I haven't won yet.
Keep at it.
I'll keep at it. But for those that don't know, introduce your guys' self, and yeah, let's go from there.
All right, Josh, you want to give her a
sure?
Just let the people hear a little bit about you and
who we are really.
Yeah,
the behind the scenes. So Matt and I are brothers. Matt's the heavier of us two.
Yeah.
I met the older.
The better looking of us two.
Well, sure.
You don't want to glaze over that.
People know that. They can see the video, right? So,
okay.
We're brothers. We are from a large family. There are 7 of us, 9 of us, including our parents. So we have a really nice relationship with all our family members, and so it's nice to work with people that we know and trust.
Okay. Well, you said something about yourself there, and that's great, and that's wonderful. But let me tell you a little what Tools Inside is.
He wants to know us.
Yeah, you're telling me what you do, not
Tell me about you guys. Like, we know what the show is. We'll get to that. But who are you guys? How did you get to WTI? WTF? Okay. How did you get to it?
All right. Well, we started off several years ago. We started we were contractors for years and years. We were building contractors, additions, custom homes, you name it, we did it. And then we developed a product called the Stack Rack. Another partner of ours who's not here right now, Mark, a lot of people have seen him around too. We've developed a Stack Rack product for painting doors and trim. Fantastic product, really helps. It allows you to paint one side of a door, flip it over, paint the other side, and while it's wet, and stack them up to dry.
Yeah.
So we invented that several years ago. It's done fantastically well. It's growing in the market, but we really didn't notice a real difference in sales. It was really, it's the regular traditional grinding away, going to the stores, trying to get the product sold, and going to the trade shows. But once we started getting involved in social media and talking to different builders out there, guys who are painters,
meeting them at the shows, the different trade shows,
getting them to actually try our product out, that we saw a real difference. And so the more we worked with the social media influencers and people out there that are doing tool reviews, the more our product got known and the more our product sold.
Yeah.
And so that was really the start, because we recognized, wow, wait, there's something here. I've always had a bit of a marketing background, so I saw an opportunity, a real opportunity to really grow something here. So we discussed it and came up with this program.
We came up with an idea because we won a tool from somebody, from an influencer. And we thought, well, it's great to win it, but it's also great to show it, to open the box. People want to know what's inside the box. And
I like the unboxing. People like to see what things getting unboxed and what's inside there.
And so with our contacts and with the people we knew, we launched this the company of What Tools Inside.
And so the original concept was really quite simple. It was, we'd have a tool reviewer come on in the morning. He'd have a box, and on the front of the box would have a logo. Maybe it's DeWalt, maybe it's Milwaukee, whatever tool brand would be on the front. Isotunes. And then they would open up, and then they would give you clues as to what's inside this box. And you'd have to go to the website to figure it out throughout the day. And the following day he would come on, open up the box, and show you what was inside.
Reveal it, give some pointers, and
tell you a little bit about the tool. And there's your, and that was the whole concept for a tool becoming known, or a brand becoming known to the audience, and the different products that they have available.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how it started. That was about a year and a half ago, a little better than that. And we had zero following. There was nobody. Family and friends, people and it just really blossomed. It really took off, and people really took to it and really liked it. And we started working with more and more tool manufacturers. And what really changed was that we loved, showing off the tools ourselves and talking about the tools ourselves.
Yeah.
So we got into that a little more and more. And then we said, you know what? Let's do a little live interview with our audience, let them know who we are a bit, and give away some tools live.
To interact, to have that interaction.
That's right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. And so we did that just one night off the cuff, just let's try it, and it was a hit. People loved it. So we said, let's do it. Let's do it once a week and see how that works.
I never win, but I love it. I love the concept of it.
Yeah.
So a few questions that you guys open up a whole Pandora box of questions for me. But first and foremost, how did you get into contracting? Is this a family thing that you've been doing your whole life, or was it just it just spawned over looking at what you were doing 10 years ago or so?
No, I started doing. I really was the one who started in the construction industry a long time ago, right out of high school, actually. I did a lot of volunteer work and construction work to kind of get a feel and get an understanding of how it worked. And then once I started off in drywall, a lot of drywall work.
Oh, yeah, I remember your early work.
Yeah.
That was good stuff.
You still have that bedroom with the crooked wall, right?
Yeah.
He was big into
the textured ceilings.
The textured ceilings with the broom.
Yeah,
and the color and
just gorgeous.
Michelangelo would be proud.
It's probably still up there on many a home. Like just people bring their guests in to look at that work.
Yeah, there's no dusting that ceiling.
So this was back we were just after I don't know, maybe 16, 17. I left high school and went right into construction.
Mm-hmm.
And then we started a construction company from there. You know, the smaller jobs. And then got into the bigger jobs, and before you know it, we had a full-on construction company. And then eventually moved away we were actually in Canada at that time, moved away and came down to Florida, where we opened up a company here, and we continue to do construction here.
So are you guys still doing the construction side of work, or is this solely what you guys are transitioning to now?
We do own the construction company still. We just don't do
we're not banging nails.
Yeah, we're not out there cutting wood and putting stuff together.
Is it safe to say that you created a good brand with your company, and that's sustaining itself? You still have a little bit to do with it, but now you're on this tool venture that I can only imagine. I mean, I've won some giveaways, not from you guys. I also give away a lot on my page. Cool. It's hard to get tools. It's a lot of phone calls, a lot of rejections. How do you guys go about that? Is there one of you that handles that? Or I know you guys have on the WTI staff, what we see, there's you two, which are hilarious, and then you have the outtake queens,
Yeah.
We're international. We span over 2 countries.
That's right. We have Darlene, we have Kate, we have Sam, we have other behind-the-scenes staff that do a lot of the administration, accounting, bookkeeping.
Yeah.
We have AV technician.
App design. And stuff
so
like that.
so it's really developed quite a bit since our early beginnings, for sure.
And Josh, when did you jump into contracting with them? Were you doing your own thing, like NFL meetings?
Similarly, out of high school, I was doing electrical work and different things like that, and I moved away and I did communication wiring, a lot of different, that field. And then so what happened is
he was able to reach.
Yeah, I was really good, like a wire monkey, they call me. You know what I mean? You could reach up to the
arms, like they could reach into ductwork.
So it transitioned nice because I would work with Matt and Mark, and I would do the wiring in the house, and I would do the Cat 5 and the different stuff like that, or whatever else was needed. So that's how I got in the field and did that with them.
Nice. What is your, as far as getting tools, how was the approach of contacting, DeWalt, ISO-Tunes, which is a great product, Gorilla Gloves, I think you guys have done some of those, Milwaukee. Is it just because you knew these people, or are you still reaching out to other companies? Or have you grown now where companies are calling you?
Again, it's been a growing program. So we start off with knowing the right people.
Yeah, that always helps.
And asking for help to launch something like this, putting a program together. We worked with a bunch of major influencers to kind of put a bit of a program together and try that out. We go to a lot of the trade shows. Actually, all the major trade shows were there. we literally pound the pavement. We're hitting all the trade show booths. We try not to miss one.
You know what's different is when we first started this, we were hitting a lot of brick walls, right? We were hitting a lot of those same walls that you're talking about because it was such a new concept. Influencers will get tools all day long because they're reviewing the tools. Well, we're not a reviewer, right? We're a giveaway app. We bring traffic to their website and whatnot, but we don't review the tools. But now they're starting to see the benefit of how this works and why it works, and so it's really starting to open up for us.
Yeah, see, our whole concept is brand awareness. We want people to know about the brands that are out there, and we want them to recognize that these brands are great to work with. They're good people. They're like us out there. They're not just some faceless entity that you can't reach out to and talk to.
Right.
They have great products for you to see. A lot of times we don't even know the products that they even have because you only see the main one maybe at Home Depot that you've seen or at different locations. But they've got all kinds of them that you didn't even realize.
And that's what's nice is we may have our favorite tool line that we prefer, but you'll never know it from us because we don't review tools, right? So we'll only give you the positive aspects of the tool. And bring to light different manufacturers that you, like Matt was saying, you don't really know of.
Yeah.
And give them a chance to get the same spotlight as other companies, So it gives them a chance to
we try to have a symbiotic relationship with the influencers that are out there, with the tool reviewers that are out there, because it's very necessary. Tool reviewers are very necessary because they give the raw data. They're there saying, hey, listen, this is what this tool did. This is when this tool broke. Under this kind of pressure, they're
vital.
They're explaining the values of the tools and the faults of the tools. We want to bring attention to the brands. We want to bring attention to the influencers out there, the tool guys, the makers that are out there, and we bring it all together in a nice little entertaining way, so that everybody has a fun time with it, and there's no negativity.
Yeah.
Really steer away from negativity in every way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think being someone, I like to think I'm a tool guy. When I'm not painting, I have a certain color of brand of tools I like. But at the end of the day, these tool companies, and I'll say I know Hyde Tools as a painter. Hyde Tools has over 700 paint tools. But if you go to Home Depot, there's 12.
Yeah.
Hyde sends. I am one of the influencers for them. They send me stuff. And I do the open boxes and the live shoots and stuff. And I think what you guys are doing is great because you're taking these companies like ISO Tunes. I've never heard of them, but now I know who they are. I'm starting to see them. But you're not just showing one headphone. You like your giveaway thing is so. First off, it's hilarious the way you guys do it. But the different types of stereos, like the SKU numbers. There was I did something to win a saw or something. I was amazed to see that. It was a DeWalt thing that DeWalt had like 4 different types of this saw that I would never know.
Right. See, because the reason why this process works so well for bringing attention to their websites is though we're focusing on one tool, they're getting impressions on all their other tools because the people have to go through it to find it. So they're going through all the reciprocating saws and finding the right one, and you know what I mean. So it gives them impressions on all their other tools as well.
Yeah.
No, and I think you guys, as far as someone who loves tools, thank you for starting this. I think it's a great program. You guys do all your stuff on, I know you guys have Facebook, but Instagram is where you do all your flash giveaways and stuff, correct?
Well, go ahead, man.
No, the flash giveaways are across the board. Whenever we do a flash giveaway, it's available on Instagram, it's available on Facebook, it's available on YouTube. It's rarely ever just one platform that we do.
No, it never is.
Our primary focus is Instagram. Don't get me wrong. The majority of our audience is Instagram.
Yeah.
And then of course, we have people who join the app so they can play the game, and they get notifications in the app whenever we're going to be doing a giveaway. We always tell them, give them a heads up that we're.
Right. It's extremely unlikely that you'll win without using the app. So. The idea is you use the app to enter to win, to watch the videos.
Yeah, because from time to time we do some giveaways for some companies. They want to do like a follow, like if you follow the company, Instagram page or whatever, they'll do a little extra giveaway. So we try to do some bonuses like that in case you don't have the app yet. But
But we try to cater to all the platforms because there's some people that like Facebook and hate Instagram or prefer YouTube, and so we say, okay, we put the same video clues on all the platforms. Go to the app, enter your answer for your same chance to win as all the other people.
Yeah.
So try to keep it like that.
No, and that's good. I only follow you guys on Instagram. Like you said, I'm more of an Instagram person. It's just the nature of the way I do. You guys do a weekly show, or it seems about it's weekly, where you're doing your live giveaways. How has that helped with tools? Have you noticed that growth, that's increased your growth with followers? And that's not your main reason is get the followers, but it's educate us on our tools, what's available out there. Have you noticed that big of growth once you started that weekly?
Yeah, I mean, we have a fantastic audience on Wednesday nights, and it's growing every week. But it's really a great group of people that get on there because they all love tools, and as you know, I mean, we only do six or seven games in an evening, 6 or 7 chances. Sometimes we have multiple games that you can win, multiple winners. But out of the people that are on there, you don't have a really great. The odds aren't really great that you're going to win something necessarily this week.
But what it is, it's entertainment. It has the entertainment value.
Yeah, and you're getting a chance to see all of these different tools, and you're seeing other people win them, and that's exciting, and that's fun for them. You're rooting for people. We have the wheel back here that we spin.
We've landed on this once, and I wanted to land on it again. It's choose another player,
yeah,
so that they can pick somebody in the pool, although they lose, but. Yeah. It's still kind of a fun thing for them to,
But definitely, it's really made a big difference in the interaction that we have with people.
Yeah.
And that's really what it's all about. Like, and if I can get that message out to your audience, out there that are trying to make a bit of a go of it on Instagram or on these different places to have a bit of an influence. It's not really about the amount of followers you have.
No.
It's the content that you have. And it's the engagement that you have.
Right, yeah.
People want to be engaged. They want to be talked to. They want to get to know you. They want to have fun with you. So if you become too big, that's difficult to do that. They feel like it's impersonal. They can't really get to know you after all. And so sometimes.
Well, you guys have done a great thing with that, and I love because when I get on Wednesdays, the times I'm able to do it, you guys have painters like myself. You have carpenters. You have welders. You have fishermen, you have, and it's worldwide. This whole thing, you've expanded this. I've watched you guys from the very beginning when you guys would do videos and you've had technical difficulties, but you left it live and fixed it or adjusted and still did it. And now it's like this endless flow of almost like a stand-up comedy routine with the two of you.
Yeah.
and the giveaways, but it's so nice to. I've kind of taken that from you guys with my videos. I asked them, like, where you're from. But you get these people, I mean, it's amazing the outreach you guys have had. And I bet these tool companies are hopefully seeing that these cells or whatever that product is going. So
yeah. That's really what the education that we've been trying to do for the manufacturers over the year or two, almost 2 years,
right,
is that it's not so much about the flash in the pan sales or the actual conversion rate. A lot of companies are concerned. Okay, if I advertise with you, how will that turn into actual sales for me?
Right.
And don't get me wrong. In marketing, that's critical. You need to know that. You know what your ROI is. Your return on investment. You got to figure that out. But for us, it's more specifically brand awareness.
Yeah.
And it's a continual education to the audience about that brand.
And not just the audience, it's a continual education to the manufacturers that we work with as well, because for the longest time, and even now, to them it's numbers, right? So how many followers do you have?
Yeah.
How many views? But that doesn't convert, right? So it was like Matt was saying, it's engagement. It's who's really involved. And interested, and who are these people? Are they, like you said, you talked about carpenters, fishermen, painters. Who are they, and why are they interested?
Well, I have 2 questions for you. They kind of go hand in hand, but just curious. One, if you are a creator of a tool, what suggestion would you give someone? You guys have done Stack Rack. What would you tell someone that is trying to push one of their tools? Second, to go along with that, if someone has already made a tool, are you guys willing to take on these other?
The tough one.
Yes.
Second part is easy to answer. You know what it is that anybody who invents something, it's their dream. They've developed something. They've put their blood, sweat, and tears into making this come alive.
Yeah.
Correct.
And so, as far as they're concerned, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so a lot of times that's the hardest hurdle to get over. You got to realize that, like, if you think right out of the gate,
Yeah.
as soon as anybody hears about this,
You're gonna love it.
it's going to be in Home Depot. I'm going to make $1 million. You automatically feel that because you believe it. And
Because
if you
you
didn't do
created
that,
it.
yeah, you didn't do that, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't be in the inventing business.
Yeah, you wouldn't get anywhere. You have to believe that. Well, you also have to be realistic. And so there's a lot of companies out there that are trying to get you to, spend some money with me and we'll get your invention seen by people and in front of the right people. Don't be fooled by a lot of that. It's never been easier to actually get a product into front of people to see.
Yeah.
Because of the internet.
That's what I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Like, we've learned the hard way, and we still do it, but brick and mortar sales, it's difficult to get into some of those stores. And the return on sales, the ROI, like Matt was saying, is not nearly as good as being able to put it on online, selling it on your own website, selling it on Amazon or something like that. If your product fits on in those categories,
Yeah.
using those in the world we live in now, because that'll tie right into social media advertising.
And once you have that all set up, you can focus on social media campaigns and getting people to see your product in front of the right audience, specific to who would be interested in that. If you've invented a new fishing rod or a new paintbrush, you would put it in front of that kind of an audience, and now you can do that. Whereas before, you had to pay all kinds of money to go into a magazine or a newspaper or something like that.
Right, and you never know who's actually seeing it. You don't get that information.
Yeah.
Which kind of leads you into the next question that you asked was, how would a startup company get a hold of us? And that's fairly simple, actually. They can just DM us on social media, and we can reach out to them and we'll get in contact with them.
Yeah, and we're all about helping people and getting, that's their dream. We'd love to help them get their dream known and out there. We want people to see it for them, and we always try to make arrangements and exceptions wherever we can.
There are several companies that we work with that only make one product.
Yeah.
Grab those guys there even.
Yeah, Blackjack.
We got, what's that, the rod in the floor, the hole in the
Hole
mole. These were really cool ideas that people invented.
Yeah.
Tools that we really liked and appreciated and said, yeah.
And we talk about it. It's like when I go to trade shows, and when we see different ones that have a new product that they've never even had before, out there before, we love to feature them and talk about them at the trade show because this is an opportunity for them to be seen. It's because we know how how hard it is to get out there and have people see the product.
Right.
So we try to help where we can.
It's really hard, and I think you hit on the head. It's not how many. We don't need to all be Kylie Jenner and have X amount of followers. It's the content and where your avenue is that you're directing it at. In regards to Stack Rack, I'm sure that when you created this tool, you had some pushbacks from people because I do have painters that send me tools that are trying to get out, and I always tell them before they send it to me, if I don't like it, I'm going to tell you why it doesn't work for me. How did you guys overcome that? And would you suggest to these new tool people that you have to understand that not everyone's going to like that slice of bread that you just made?
Yeah.
But to keep moving forward, because just because exhibit A and B, and you guys are trade show kings now, I see you guys going all the time, and you do the videos there for everybody, but how would you tell someone, that's like, man, I keep getting rejected? Obviously, it's keep pushing and persevering through, but is it important to listen to the words and understand that that's just the other point of view, that it's not a failed product, it just doesn't work for that particular, I don't know, maybe person or entity?
Yeah. No, that's actually a very good point. Robbie, because a lot of times that's where you're going to get your best ideas from. So when you when you send out your product, that's not the end. That's not the end of it. So, like for instance, the stack rack, even though it's just it looks like it's just a simple triangle, there's a lot of little small changes that have been made even over the past several years that have improved the tool, and a lot of it is based on customer feedback, saying, if you did this to it, it would make such a difference.
Yeah.
So that we tweak it a little bit here or there. So
it's important not to be prideful in that sense, because if you think that it can't be changed and it can't be tweaked and it can't be perfected, well, then you're fighting a losing battle, because if other people can see it, and there are going to be negative people out there that just hate on everything because that's who they are, but pick up the creative criticism, the good stuff, and use it.
And generally speaking, most people are like that. Most people want to see you succeed.
Yeah.
Want it to work out for you. So, if they see where, I'm in this field, I do this every day. It's a great idea. It's a great product. However, this is why it wouldn't work for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it could work if it was like this, or it does work for this kind of person.
So you have to maintain that openness, at least that understanding that it may not work for Matt and Robbie, but Josh may see a need, for whatever.
Exactly.
His arms are longer. His arms are longer.
Yeah,
I can reach.
He spends most of his time on QVC just picking up everything. He
That's
loves
right.
it. All these different
I had a comedian tell me one time if he had my reach, he would retire and just be an apple picker.
You just go around picking fruit all day.
Picking fruit and living off the trees.
There you go. Well, guys, I appreciate it. I love you. I love what you guys are doing for the contractors. So keep it going. Where can people watch your show? Do you guys have one? It's Wednesday today. Is today your guys' day that you're doing? What are you guys doing tonight?
2 hours from now, we're going live.
Is it 2 hours already?
2 hours. And we're going to be live on social media, YouTube and Instagram. Follow us. If this is the first time you're hearing of us, go to whattoolsinside.com. And you're going to see a breakdown of how it works and what to do to play.
Yeah, it's even manufacturers that watch this or see your program.
Right.
Same thing. You can go on our website and you can see on there where to go, how to work with us, and
your app is Google and the other
Apple.
one I forget.
It's Apple and iOS.
Apple and iOS, or Apple and not iOS. The same thing. It's the Apple and the
Apple.
Yeah, it's Apple.
iOS and Android. That's what it is.
Android. That's what it is.
It's Google Play.
I knew I'd get it.
Well, you're not the
Google Play.
Somewhere.
Our game
what
is
poster you on?
Our game is Eastern Standard Time, by the way.
That's
Everything that we do is on Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. Well, hopefully we'll try to get this posted beforehand, but if not, it's every Wednesday. Catch you guys and the WTI crew. Thank you guys so very much. It's been a pleasure, and keep doing what you're doing.
All right, Robbie, thanks for having us on.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I want you to go first.
Robbie, thanks for having us on. Thanks for thinking of us. We're happy to be part of this, and anytime you want to have us back on, you let us know. And all the best with the podcast.
I would have went first if I knew you were going to say something like that.
Go ahead and finish it up.
Great job. Really, thank you for having us. We really appreciate it.
I just said that.
Talking with you. I know you did. You did it better.
I did.
Well, thank you guys. It's been my pleasure. You have a great day.
All right.
We'll see you in a couple hours. I'll be on the line.
Yeah. Maybe you'll win something tonight.
I hope you do. Take care.